Here are the biggest plays from this past weekend in Bananaball, starting with the first ever Tailgaters headlining series. Travis Munoz cashing in on the first ever Tailgaters walk-off opportunity. It is tied at 1, top of the 3rd. Zach Watson, come on now. Full sprint behind the back on the liner. Top of the 6th, Party Animals up a point. Taj Porter, perfect strike to second to gun down Noah Fisher. And then later in the inning, it bounces off Porter's foot. What a ricochet. He guns down Mark Smith, trying to grab an extra 90 feet. Taj Porter with the howitzer. But this thing was all Party Animals. Armando Becerra driving in a 3rd run in the 9th, made it 8-1. When all was said and done, 8-3 behind the back catch. Reese Hampton spoiling the Tailgaters' first ever headlining game. The very same night in San Diego, 2 down. First inning, Logan Lacey into a sea of San Diegans. Shout out Don Orsillo as Lacey enough offense for the Firefighters to win the first. Bradford Webb was cruising through 4 when Kenshi Sugiya dunks that in for his first career Bananaball hit. This was his first appearance in Bananaball since Rancho Cucamonga in July 2023, and he scores the inning-winning run in the 4th. Dan Oberst drives in the Nippon League legend. To the 6th, Firefighters back in front. Once again, Dan Oberst knotting things up. He finds the 6-hole. Meadows scores. So we're tied at 2. Going to the 7th, Kelsey Whitmore, the pride of Temecula, California, gets her first career strikeout on a nasty bender, goes off speed once again, strands runners on the corners. She becomes only the 2nd woman in Bananaball history to ever notch a strikeout. Shout out Megan Wolf, the first back in Columbus 2022. Ty Jackson walk-off sack fly in the 7th would be the difference as Robert Anthony Cruz nails the backflip catch on what will most likely be his last highlight of the tour. He played the entire game with a fractured left wrist. Now to Saturday night in Frisco, Taj Porter getting the Tailgaters off to a hot start once again. They're up 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Mac Danford doubling the lead with the walk-off single. To the 9th, John Reed is going to get all 3 outs himself, taking care of the golden batter Jake Skoll. Nice play jumping off the mound. Sal Jacobo, smell ya, that is some stinky cheese. And after a missed trick play, sprint, and a hit, tying run was on 2nd. John Reed strikes out Tanner Thomas. The Tailgaters split the series. To Saturday night in San Diego. What a play by the fan. Pause it, rewind it, you gotta see it again. Cowboy Kyle couldn't believe the snag. Truly one of the best we've ever seen from a fan. Bottom of the 5th, same score. Ty Jackson filling in for the injured Robert Anthony Cruz in left and coming through in a big way. He would score on the ball for a sprint from Eric Jones Jr., and that would be the deciding point in this ball game. 2-0 in the 6th. Country music star Brett Young getting some help from Correll Prime. Lay out, big fella. That would strand a runner at 3rd base. The Bananas up 3-1 in the 9th when they call on Trevor Hoffman. 601 career saves, 2nd most in Major League Baseball history. He induces the game-winning ground out. Bananas sweep the series, and that's the Ripe Rundown.